Hello, Cancer. This is your special edition Lovescope for February 2017. And what makes this special is I am only reading the energy of your soulmate, whether you already know this person or you've yet to meet them in this lifetime, okay? I'm doing this in the month of February to honor and celebrate love, the month of love. So this energy can truly play out all year long, or it could already have been playing out. This is just a reading on the energy of you and your soulmate and the past life that you shared and how that comes forth into this life. Okay, so this isn't a reading for what's going on with people you're casually dating, or what kind of love romance happenings are going on this year. It's not about that. It's about you and your soulmate and how that's going to play out, okay? So this energy is very special, and this is somebody who you feel extremely drawn to. You have a very magnetic attraction to each other. You feel them in a soul way, and you being Cancer, you feel a lot of people, but this is a very special connection. And we all have different soulmates that come and go through our life, but this particular soulmate for you guys, what's coming through in this reading is there is just one person for you guys, whether you've met them or you've yet to meet them, where it's just going to be out of this world. Like, you guys are destined, and I don't use that term typically, but with the cards that came out here, I can't help but to say that, okay? So to get into these past life cards, you guys have the arts and Native American. And what this is telling me is that in your, past incarnation, chances are you probably were not romantically involved. I know all the cards in this past life deck, and those two don't really speak of like a romantic sort of experience with each other. So one thing I do want to say about soulmates is the dance we share with them, over lifetimes, isn't always of a romantic nature. There are so many different experiences to be had in the earth plane, and romantic love is truly just a human experience. It's a human emotion. It's nothing to do with the non-physical realm, and that's something we come here to the physical realm to experience, okay? So a soulmate is somebody that you have danced many lifetimes with, and you guys are, sharing many different experiences and creating different manifestations, and you've played different roles, wore different masks, different costumes. And with this particular soulmate that's coming through in a romantic way this lifetime, in your previous lifetime, your experience together wasn't about romantic love. You, for many of you, you both could have been of Native American descent, or one or the other of you, had that lineage, and that really played out in the experience you shared with each other in your previous incarnation. And then we have the arts. So I feel as though you guys were like in a band together, or you wrote music together, or you were artists of some kind together. That's how you experienced each other throughout your last incarnation. And that energy definitely comes forth into this lifetime. So again, you guys might connect in an artsy way, and it doesn't just have to be like singer, songwriter, actor. It could be things more subtle, like you guys could have YouTube channels and meet each other that way, or just I feel as though there's some sort of creative aspect between you two that comes forth from your previous incarnation together. And the Native American traditions and things like that may very well play out in this lifetime for you, and you may have incarnated as Native American this lifetime as well. So that's just really coming forth, and I don't feel as though you guys really shared a romantic experience in your previous incarnation. But this lifetime, you guys have definitely planned for that to be the case. And the two wisdom oracle cards I got is the Fates and then To Be Fair. And that's why I'm saying I feel as though you and this person are just meant to be no matter what this lifetime. Like, whether you've met them or not, like, you're meant to be. And I feel kind of split here. Like, I feel like for some of you, this may have been somebody that you've already been with, but I feel like for the majority of you, it's not. This is somebody that's coming into your life to balance the scales, because you have had a lot of very challenging relationships of a romantic nature, okay? So if you're quite young, like early 20s, this message is more playing out over the next 10 years of your life, okay? But if you're like later 30s, 40s, or beyond, it's like you have been through quite a bit, you know, romantically. And this relationship, this soulmate, and the soulmate sits in the future. I love that the soulmate card came out in a soulmate reading. And the soulmate comes into your life because you are fated, and it's to balance the scales. And so where you've had all this challenge, now you finally have peace and beauty and gratitude, okay? So I feel like if you're, like I said, if you're younger, you have a lot of life experience to go through before you meet this person. And you know, we all have several romantic partner soulmates that we intend to experience in any carnation, you know. But the one that I'm speaking about, I just feel like for many of you, it comes kind of later in life, like later 30s, 40s, or beyond. It's like you go through all of this challenge, and it pushes you into a place of where you're like, you know what, no more. I am done with the bullshit. It is all about me, because your outcome oracle cards are also all about being single, solitary, contemplation, things like that. So I feel like there comes a point in your life where you finally break free of this particular energy that you have experienced in the romantic arena, you know, throughout your 20s, maybe even early 30s, and it has been challenging, okay? But you break free of that, and then this beautiful relationship comes into your life where you have this past life connection that is, you know, to me, the Native American is very spiritual. It's, you know, very connected to earth, to life, to the gods, to the universe. So you guys have this really magic, creative, like fairy tale type of relationship when it finally like comes into play. And I just with the peace, it's like this is the energy that comes forth into this lifetime from the past lifetime. So with this person, you feel at peace, you feel safe, you feel whole, you feel healed, okay? And the beauty card is like they are so beautiful to you inside and out, and you are so beautiful to them inside and out, because you're seeing each other through the eyes of spirit. You're not seeing each other through human eyes. And it comes from this connection, the spirituality of your past life. That beauty is still present, okay? I don't feel like this ended negatively. Like I said, this wasn't a romantic tie. This was something much different. And frankly, really consider this. All your friends that you're like your BFFs and that, you can actually be closer to your friends and your business acquaintances than you are with your romantic partner at times in your life. Like, really consider that. So just because this wasn't romantic in your past incarnation doesn't mean that this lifetime that beautiful connection and bond doesn't, pour in, and now it changes, it transforms into like a romantic connection. And with the gratitude here, that's why I'm saying I feel like you've been through a lot of challenging relationships, and so when this finally unfolds, it's like you are so grateful, like you have a sense of appreciation and gratitude for your partner that you were incapable of experiencing for anybody else, because you've been through all of this challenge, you've been through all of this heartache, and then finally here's this, real deal, and deep in your soul that it is meant to be. You are like, there was a part of me all my life that knew that I would meet you, or knew that you and I would come back together again and be this. Okay? And so I'm sorry, if you are younger, to be like, this is something more coming in the future. But again, this is just a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everybody, obviously. And the message that Spirit's bringing forth into this spread is for somebody who has really been through a lot of challenge in their romantic situations, and you could absolutely be in a challenging romantic situation right now, but it's, free yourself from anything that's holding you back or holding you down, because this is coming in. It is fated, for whoever this reading is speaking to. This is meant to be. Nothing can stop it. Nothing. And you guys are going to have a very powerful romantic connection this lifetime, which, I feel is going to carry over into the next life experience. And with all of these oracle cards really talking about being solitary and being alone, it's why I feel like many of you either A, are not with this person, or B, you haven't met them yet. They haven't come in yet. And then, one of them is talking about a brand new beginning. So that's where I say somebody that you may have been with in the past, and I feel like this is more long ago past, there's a chance, well, not a chance, you two are going to come back together at some point for a new beginning. But whatever energies need to play out, and however the scales need to balance between now and then, that's out of your control. You've got to, free yourself from any sort of, attempt to control or persuade the situation, so that you can, be in a good space of energy for this soulmate to come in, because it's going to happen, like, no matter what. But if you can free yourself mentally and emotionally, it's going to be, a much more peaceful process for you. So, like I said, for many of you, this person just isn't even in your life at this point. And you'll know who this person is, because like I said, there's just going to be this recognition and connection between the two of you that is so precious and unique and special, and just like light, like you will be like, I feel closer to God because of you, even if you don't believe in God. It's just, very spiritual. And it's because of, what you guys experienced in your previous incarnation. So I'm just trying to see if I get anything else. Yeah, I just feel like this, the soulmate coming in or the reconciling is more geared towards a person who's later 30s or beyond. I just, it's like there's just all this challenging energy and lessons, to be learned and gained to get you into a place where when this finally shows up, you both just flow and it's not about the bickering and it just whatever, everything you experienced before. It's like, this is so different. I usually say being with a soulmate isn't all roses and butterflies, but I feel like for you guys, it's just this relationship, this connection. You guys aren't fighting. There is no fighting. There is only peace. There is flow. There is mutual gratitude, appreciation, and respect. It's just something very sacred, very spiritual. It's more than romantic love. The way you connect with this person, it's beyond that scope of things, okay? And, it's not to say that you don't feel passionate and all that, but I feel like the connection and what brings you at peace about them is beyond the experience of romantic love. It's just this higher connection where, you guys just flow. And I think like you don't even need to speak to each other to communicate and understand each other. It's very sacred. You guys, the bond that you share is beyond romantic love. It's so much bigger than that. But it's going to play out like that this lifetime, and it's meant to be that way. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the oracle cards. So these cards, they don't have a title and really they don't have a description. They're meant to be interpreted based off of their imagery more than anything else. So I'm going to show them to you, and then I will read the little quote that accompanies it. But, really let the image speak to you and what you feel like it's personally, Spirit's personally trying to tell you. So the first one is card 35, and this is what it looks like. And this is what it says. Solitude, loneliness, isolation. Only in quiet waters do things mirror themselves undistorted. Only in a quiet mind is adequate perception of the world. So again, if you are away from this person, which I feel most of you are, it's again, you trying to free yourself from like energy of your past in this lifetime to elevate you, because if you see, she's kind of elevated, and it's to elevate you to come into this soulmate experience. So the next card is card 26. And if you notice, if you can see, the blue book, which represents the past, has, there's nothing on it. And then here's the future, and it's written. So again, this really goes back to that fate card to me. Like you guys are just fated to come together no matter what has been experienced in your, up to this point. It's like it's going to happen no matter what. And this says, past, future, and fresh start. You just have to turn the page. It's tough knowing what has happened in the past and how close we've been, but you can't dwell on the past. This is the time to rewrite a new chapter for the future. Hopefully we can put ourselves in a position where we'll all be happy. See, let the past go. Free yourself from it, because you have this beautifully fated soulmate coming into your life that you share past life history with, okay? And the last card is card number 3, which, this is card 3, so it's beautiful synchronicity that it's the third card and card number 3. This is what it looks like up close. And card number 3 says, dreams, meditation, spiritual escape. Some colors exist in dreams that are not present in the waking spectrum. Ooh. So with that, like I said, this soulmate connection is something you have never experienced before, and the connection that you feel for them cannot be articulated in words. It's like you're looking at colors that your eyes have never seen before, okay? So that's what I have for you, Cancer, in regards to your past life soulmate that is coming in this lifetime. I hope that this did resonate with you. I will be putting up the normal February love scopes. So this, again, was just something special and light to honor the month of love. So I hope that you guys have a very beautiful, blessed, and romantic February.